morning. In the last class, we have discussed about the classification of organic halogen compounds on the basis of hybridization. And we have already completed the first one, that is compound contains sp3CH bond. Means on the basis of sp3 hybridized carbon in which the halogen is attached, those are classified into two types. First one is allylic halides, second one is benzylic halide. Allylic halides are the compounds in which the halogen is directly bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom of the next to the carbon-carbon double bond. And benzylic halides are the compounds in which the halogen is directly bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom of the next to the benzene ring. So those are the concepts we have discussed in the last class. Now let us continue the second one, that is compounds contains sp2 hybridized CH bond. Means on the basis of sp2 hybridized carbon in which the halogen is attached, those compounds are classified into two types. First one, vinylic halide, and the second one is allylic halide. So next, the first one is vinylic halide. So these are the compounds, organic halogen compounds or halogen containing organic compounds. These are the compounds in which the halogen atom is attached to. The halogen atom is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of the carbon-carbon double bond. I'll give you an example. You can easily understand this one. Here there is a carbon-carbon double bond here. CH2, CH, Cl. This is the example for this vinylic halide. The name of this compound is vinyl chloride. This is the halogen. Here not. This is the halogen. Is directly attached to sp2. This is the sp2 hybridized carbon. The halogen is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. That carbon must be present in carbon-carbon double bond. So this is the definition of vinylic halides. The IUPAC name of this compound is, so this is a long chain. So we have to number in distance from right side, where the substituent get least number. So 1 comes to 2. So the root word is eth. Double bond is there. So you have to take ene. So that will become ethane. The substituent will present on first position. That means 1-chloroethane is the IUPAC name of this compound, or simply we can call the name, common name, it is vinyl chloride. This is the vinyl halides. And the second one, allylic. I will give you one more example. Vinylic halide. This is the example for vinylic halide. The name of this compound is, this is a double bond, 1, 2. The name of this compound is 1-chloro. Cyclohexene. This is a cyclic ring. The cyclohexene is the root word with suffix, and 1-chloro is the prefix, the actual substituent. So this is the IUPAC name of that compound, and it is an example for vinylic halide. Now come to this one, aryl halides. So these are the compounds in which the halogen atom is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of the benzene ring or aromatic ring. Example. Bromobenzene. Yes, definitely this is an example for arylic halide. How? This is a halogen. Halogen atom, there is bromide. It is directly attached to, here the carbon is there. This halogen is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. This carbon is sp2 hybridized and which is present in the ring. So the halogen is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom present in the benzene ring or aromatic ring. That's why it is an example for arylic halide. That is example bromobenzene. As these are the two compounds are classified on the basis of compounds contains sp2 hybridized CH bond, vinylic halide and arylic halides. Yes, let us move on to the next concept, that is nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Nomenclature means naming of an organic compound. So we can naming the compounds by using two ways. First one is common system, second one is IUPAC system. In common system means almost all the compounds they have their own common name based on their taste, odor and some other properties. Some of the compounds have their own common name. So here these alkyl halides or haloalkanes in common system, these alkyl halides are named by adding a word halide to the respective corresponding alkyl groups. And obviously second one you have studied in your first PUC syllabus, that is IUPAC system. So we can also naming a compound by using IUPAC system, by using IUPAC rules. Now here these haloalkanes are named by adding a word halo. These are the halo substituted hydrocarbons. So let's see some examples along with their common name and with their IUPAC names. You can easily understand the concept. Let's see some examples. First one is CH3Cl is one of the simple alkyl halide or haloalkane. I write both the names of this compound, common name and IUPAC name. The common name follows the respective alkyl halide. In IUPAC system, this follows halo substituted hydrocarbon. Right. So for this halo substituted hydrocarbon, we have to follow the rules. The first one, the common name of this compound is in common system alkyl halide. This is general compound. So this is the group methyl group, and this is the halide. Which halide is this? Chloride. That means the common name is methyl chloride. Obviously, the respective halide is added to the word alkyl group. It is methyl chloride. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Obviously, we have to follow the rules now. There is only one carbon is there. For one carbon, we have to use the root word methyl. And there is only single bond. There is no double bond is there. So that's why we have to use AME. Methane. This is the root word and this is the suffix. And what is the prefix? Here the chloro, which is directly attached to carbon, the first position. So you have to take one chloro or just chloromethane. That's why I told you halo substituted hydrocarbon. Halo is chloro, hydrocarbon is methane. Chloro substituted methane. This is the IUPAC name of this compound, chloromethane. Next one. The second example is CH3, CH2C. The common name of this compound is, obviously this is the alkyl group, ethyl. This is chloride. So the common name is ethyl chloride. Right. Ethyl chloride is a common name. What about IUPAC name? Obviously you have to choose long chain here. The two carbon are there. So for two carbon you have to take E as a root word. And there is only single bond. So you have to take AME, that is ethane. And for prefix, for substituent, you have to give the numbers for the chain. From right side, 1, 2. Chloro group we get the least number, that is 1 chloro ethane. 1-chloroethane is the IUPAC name of this compound. Next, this one. Br. The common name of this compound is, here this is the alkyl group. Which alkyl is it? Is propyl. This is the which halide? This one is bromide. So propyl bromide. Common name. Common name of this compound is propyl bromide. What about IUPAC? Of course, this is the long chain. 3 carbons are there. So for 3 carbon, you have to take pro as a root word, and there is only single bond. So that's why you have to take ANE. That becomes propane. And 1, 2, 3. 1 bromo. 1 bromo propane is the common name of this compound. Next one, the common name of this compound is, of course, this is the halide group and this is the alkyl group. Which alkyl it is? Isopropyl. This alkyl group name is isopropyl and this one is halide bromide. Isopropyl bromide. What about IUPAC name? Of course, this is the long chain. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms are there, means you have to take pro as a root word, and there is only single bond in that chain. So that's why we use ANE as a suffix. For prefix bromo, which is present on second position. So that's why you can write 2-bromo propane. 2-bromo-propane is the IUPAC name of this compound, and isopropyl bromide is the common name. Let's take another example. This is the alkyl group and this one is halide group. 4 carbon atoms are there, that means butyl. Will be butyl, that is N-butyl. So more than 2 or more than 3 carbons we have to use N, means normal. N-butyl bromide. This is the common name. Whatever IUPAC name, of course this is a long chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. So for 4 carbon atoms we have to take but as a root word. And the suffix is ANE. It is present at first position. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bromo is present at first position, means 1 bromo. 1 bromo butane is the IUPAC name of this compound. Yes. Next one. The common name of this compound is, this is the halide group and this is the alkyl group. This is the secondary butyl. This alkyl group name is secondary butyl. Why? Because this chloro group is attached to secondary carbon. So that's why we use secondary butyl. Halide is chloride. Secondary butyl chloride is a common name. What about IUPAC name? This is a long chain and this one is substituent. So we have to give the number from right side. Why? Because the chloro atom gets least number when we give the number from right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for root word, we have to take but. And suffix is ANE. Chloro is present at second carbon. That means 2-chloro. 2-chlorobutane is the IUPAC. And the next one. Yes, another example. The common name of this compound is, this is the halide and this is the alkyl group. The whole alkyl group name is isobutyl. Why we call it as iso? In the long chain, the last second carbon atom contains 2 methyl group, then it is called iso. Isobutyl, which halide is bromine. Isobutyl bromide is the common name. IUPAC name. Suppose this is the long chain. 1, 2, 3, and this is one of the substituent, and the methyl group is also another substituent. So this is the long chain. You have to give the number from right side 1, 2, 3. So for root word, you have to take probe. There is only single bond in that long chain. So that's why I use ANE, that will become propane. So what about substituent? There are 2 substituents are there. Means these 2 substituents are, you can write along with the alphabetical order. So bromo, methyl. You can go through the bromo first. So 1 bromo, methyl group is present in second position. 2 methyl. 1 bromo, 2 methyl propane is the IUPAC name of this compound. And the last example, the common name of this compound is, of course, this is the halide group. This is the alkyl group. The name of this alkyl is tertiary butyl. Why it is called tertiary butyl? Because the halide is attached. Tertiary carbon is there. Tertiary carbon. This is the tertiary carbon in which the halogen is attached. That's why it is also example for tertiary alkyl halide also. What is tertiary alkyl halide? The halogen is directly attached to tertiary carbon atom, is called as tertiary alkyl halide. So that's why we call it as tertiary butyl. Which halide is this? Bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide is a common name. The IUPAC name is, so first you have to choose a long chain. Of course, this is the long chain 1, 2, 3, and these 2 are substituents present on the same carbon atom. That is this one. So for long chain 1, 2, 3, you have to give the number from either this side or that side. 1, 2, 3 means the root word will be probe. In that long chain there is only single bond, means propane. There is only single bond present on the long chain. For the long chain, there are 2 substituents are directly attached to single carbon, that is second position. So when you mention the substituents, if it is present more than one, you have to follow the alphabetical order. Bromo, methyl. Which one? You have to choose the first one. That is bromo. 2 bromo. 2 bromo, 2 methyl. 2 bromo, 2 methyl propane is the common IUPAC name of this compound. Here, this is the nomenclature of halogen containing organic compounds.